Yes. Boom, baby, boom! Rise and shine your light into this world. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the Moses Mark Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. I've been addicted to this blessed life for a hot minute, had to get off my other addiction so I can get my health. And this morning, we're going to talk about being pretty on the inside, seeming though everybody's on Instagram wanting to show their bright side, but they're not pretty on the inside. And it's so important to actually feel beautiful and feel okay and feel good about yourself, your body, your thoughts, all of that stuff on the inside. So not much more on the external this morning. We're going to go on the internal and talk about what's really important in our lives and get some values. And once we get our values, then we become saintly. And once we become saintly, we shine. And that's what we do every morning. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Somebody cue that intro with that shine. Yes, blessed and shining. Let's do this right. I wanted everybody to get their beauty from the inside. It's so important that we shine from the inside. I mean, the sun shines on us all equally, but we feel unequal. We look at people's external and we start to get jealous. We start to look at, oh, that girl's so pretty, or oh, that dude's got so much money, or all the jealousy of looking at someone else's pile and wishing our pile to be bigger. And here's the key. It's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have that makes a difference. Now, I'm going to say that again. It's not what you have, it's what you do with what you have that makes a difference. Now, I could pop up the video talking about our superpowers, and everyone has a superpower, right? We all have a gift to give, and someone needs to be of service. I'm telling everybody all the time, be of service, be of human service. Help people with their computers. Someone has computer skills, you can help somebody with their computer for they don't have a skill, and then they can help you with their skill. Now, all of a sudden, they can teach you what they know, and both of you can learn from each other. It's such a great gift to have knowledge and a product of something of service that you can give to somebody and be like, yo, let me help you out. And by the way, I might need help with something else. This is what giving looks like, right? Over here at Saints Giving, we give over take. It's right here on the bottom every morning. And it's so important that you go into yourself and go, what do I have to give? Right? What do I have to add to a situation? What's my value? And a lot of people put value on their external. They're like, oh, yo, I'm just pretty. Well, let me give you a case in point what just happened to me. Pretty don't pay the bills, bro. Pretty is only just superficial. And all of a sudden I see a lot of people, a lot of guys too, walking with a pretty girl and she has no smile on her face, which makes her not pretty at all. But it's like, who wants to hang out with an unsmiling, beautiful person? Like, I'll just put that out there. Like, well, what kind of relationships do we have where, oh, we're so pretty together, but we don't enjoy each other's energy, and the energy that we give off is negative? This is something that racks my brain. I'm like, how would you want to live where everyone else thinks everything is perfect? And you know what I'm talking about. We've been there with someone's in a relationship and they're always arguing, right? We all know that couple where they just can't stand each other's energy, but they stick together and make their energy even worse. We know those type of people, and we know that external type of shit where everybody just wants to say, I have a boyfriend, or I'm a doctor, or something where they can pound their chest, but they can't pat their own back. In essence, you can have the prettiest girl in the world, but unless she's rubbing you and touching you the right way, what's the point? And a lot of people are like, well, at least I got somebody in my bed. If they're not keeping that smile on your face, it might as well be dead. Like, literally, you want to keep something inside you that works and grows, right? And grows you as a person. It makes that light come out. And that's what we want to do as saints. We want to make our light shine on people. We want to turn our halos on and give people an opportunity to be their best light and feel their best self. That's what we always talk about when working out. It's like you want to feel good and look good. It's not just look good. You want to feel good. So this is why I talked about it this morning. I'm like, you're pretty on paper. That's right. You're pretty on paper. You're like somebody that showed up with a CV or a resume with all these fancy words, but no work ethic. How many times do I have to tell you, you can say whatever you want to say on paper, but unless you show up and do the work, nobody gives a shit. You can tell me all the different degrees that you got, but you can't tell me if you're going to put in 8 solid hours of work. 12 solid hours of work. If you don't want to work 9 to 5, you got to work 95 hours. Most people don't want to do the work. Again, pretty on paper. Or how about I'm external? It's all my photos. It's all my Instagrams. I'm all pretty, but I'm dying inside because I'm all alone. I forced everyone away from me because of my ego. And now I'm lonely, so I have to post every other fucking second like a robot's gonna hold me. A robot's not gonna hug you, dude. And neither is your cell phone. So there's so much things that we put out there. I have to use this because it's social media. This is how the media gets social. But that's my reach, preach, and teach. After my 10 minutes of shine, I get to go be back in this hammock, go smoke my joint, and go relax, because that's exactly what I want in my body. I want relaxation. I want fruit. So if I want pretty things to be inside of me, I got to consume them. It's almost like this with fast food too. How are we going to feel good inside when the food that we eat has cancer, hormones, fucking fried everything? And it's like this, always like this. Whatever is in, as within, what did I say? As below, as above, so below. Right. And it's just this. It's like you can't hide in the shadows anymore. Right? Whatever you do in the dark comes out in the light. So you got to be real with yourself and go, what brings me real light? What brings me real happiness? And how do I stay in that real happy? Not this, I chased it from an external, I ran out, oh shit, now I've got to have another cigarette. Oh shit, now I have another bump of cocaine. Oh, now I have to have another girl, because all of these things don't make us happy. We run out of happy and then we're shocked. We're like, what happened to my endorphins? What happened to my dopamine? Oh no, I need serotonin. You're going to need a lot more than that. You're going to need values. You're going to need work ethics. You're going to have some kind of fucking written down goals. Goals are what makes you get through to the end. This is the easy part, is to write down the goal. It's not so easy to work for the goal. So that's what I keep saying. Don't be making it just pretty on paper. Get your hands dirty. And that's where all the hard work is. All the hard work is getting away from your fears. If you're afraid of other people and talking and getting anxiety in situations, you're going to have to break that fear by being in social situations. Are you afraid about being alone? You're going to have to be alone to get used to that situation. There's so many things that we're afraid of. It looks so big. It's like the biggest fear of all. But the real thing is that you can have your own beauty. You can have your own inside calm, your own inside peace, your own inside worth. And that's what we need. We need some self-worth and go, you know, I'm worth a break away from the bar. I need some rest. I'm worth some good food. I need some vegetables. I'm worth the time. I need somebody that respects me. This is how it works. So if you're willing to put in the time, then you'll get the respect. But if you're not willing to put in any work, you're not going to get anything out of it. And you already know that. So it's one of those things where it's like, you got to get yourself in that dirty work, that shadow work, working on the hard things, because it's going to get easier after you start. If you don't start, you don't get nowhere. And that's just how it works. So I wanted everybody to look at themselves truly in the mirror and say, why am I buying clothes to impress people I don't know? Why am I buying expensive things and hoping that it's going to make me happy in the end? Why am I putting my energy on the external, on other people thinking that I'm pretty, when really I'm like suffering inside and I'm not happy, I'm depressed. I just want people to think that I'm happy in the moment on Instagram, but I'm not truly happy. If you're truly happy, you won't need Instagram. You won't, if you truly don't care what other people think, you won't need to fake their approval, and you won't need fake approval. Who needs other people's approval? I need you to prove yourself. And that's the best part. You can approve yourself and say, yo, I have self-worth. I have a goal. I have focus. I want something from my life. And it's not just me to exist, but to exist more. And that's what I wanted you to do. Just live more. So if you're getting anything out of this message today, don't even like, share, subscribe, and share it with a friend. I want you to get down and go, what are the piece of paper pretties that I'm putting out there in my life, that I'm putting energy and money and resources in, that I don't need? Why am I trying to pretend that I'm pretty when not everyone is pretty? People wake up in the morning with bad breath. They wake up with bad hair. They wake up with no makeup. Everyone is trying to make it up like they just live this perfect life. No one is perfect. That's why I called it Saints Addiction from the beginning. I was honest on my heart from the start. I said, hey, man, I'm not perfect. I'm not your Jesus. I might be a saint, but I'm not Jesus. I make all sorts of mistakes. And that's why I do this show. I'm the mistake master. And one of the mistakes I made was trying to get approval from strangers. And another mistake that I made was trying to get happiness from strangers. All those things were external, and it was all looking like pretty on paper. Oh, as long as I have the right clothes, as long as I have money, everything's going to be okay. No, I want somebody that's around me with good energy. I don't need your money. I need your energy. And I don't need your time. I need you to be your goal. So this is what we do in Morning Marijuana Motivation, Saints Addiction, every morning. Boom, baby, boom. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever, and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Go have a blessed day. Go do something nice for someone. And don't just be pretty on paper.